Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, and welcome to the bane of my existence, traffic. This traffic jam is so bad, it actually goes right the way through Moulton and out the other side. It also starts to head down this way towards Rochford. This is all caused by this. What we have here are some horses, actually it's this one here that's causing the problem. This crude oil cart is trying to get to one of these two unloading points and is unable to do so, and therefore is blocking up the entire road. Now there's a couple of ways we can fix this. I'm going to go for the lazy man's way for now, purely because I feel like this is the simplest way, and the best way of doing it is to build this out like so, up like so, turn it into an embankment like so. Don't need it too high, there we go. And then build this bit flat like so, and we'll give it a nice aesthetic. And then from here build a slope down and connect it up like this. And then we're going to add a waypoint. Let's build it there. Now which lines? First of all, this one definitely does. So between Rochford North and North Road, you're going to go via this. Do we have any other lines here that come from this direction and turn left? I don't believe we do. Good. Now the other side could end up being a tunnel for a vehicle heading in the other direction. We don't know yet. I'm going to sell this though, just to get things to start moving again. And this should hopefully alleviate some of the problems that we've had here. I could, of course, upgrade this section here to a 4-lane street as well. You can already see, actually, that they're not meant to use this, but they are using it for now, which, you know, again, I'm fine with. That's no big deal. Right. I'm going to keep an eye on this throughout the episode, or maybe just check again off camera. We have got some other traffic-y problems, like over here, where, again, a little dive under or flyover, just like I've built over here, would work well. But again, you can kind of see the problems that may cause. I feel like still upgrading some of these to trams, horse-drawn trams, but only the shorter routes. I think that would be beneficial, like this stone over here to this construction plant, because it does get very busy here. And by upgrading the vehicles to double-sized, we could run half as many, which means less traffic. So, yeah. Today's episode, we are back down here at Tring. We're going to be building 2 lines today. First one is going to head towards Stocksbridge and then to Lowestoft. The second one is going to head back down to the river and head to Ampthill and then Woking. The plan is to build both. Hopefully we do get to build both. I am debating right now, do I squeeze the railway in on this side or do I build it on this side? At Woking, I definitely want it to be close to the river, because I feel like we might end up putting some stuff on boats as well. Plus, we can get some logistics chains down here. Maybe there's an oil sand mine, which we can bring over. There is also, in fact, where is it? Up here, a fuel refinery on the way to Lowestoft. So we could potentially, at Stocksbridge, get this going as well. Because right now, all the traffic comes down through Ilchester and then down... Which way was it? Actually, it's just to Ilchester, isn't it? So we could end up spreading the load a little bit more. In terms of money, then, we are making money for the majority of our lines. This one here, which we built last time out, is still losing money, but eventually it will start making money when stuff from Westminster, of which I thought there was some, but maybe there is not. I thought we had... Yes, we do. Trowbridge, Moulton, Rochford. So I think it's just a case of it's being transported up here as we speak. Because right now we only have one vehicle running that line. So yeah, I think over time more will be added. Anyway, let's stop waffling. Let's start building. So, I was tempted to rebuild Tring Station. And I think I will. Just so we have 2 lines that branch out. Now the best way to do that is to not actually add any... Whoops. We're not really going to change the layout as such. We're just going to duplicate it. So from here, we're going to have another 75-mile-an-hour track there. Then we're going to have another set of cargo platforms. Then another set of 75-mile-an-hour running track, like so. And that's that. That's all we're adding here. And we're just creating a junction station. Bearing in mind right now, the way we are running things is not going to be... oops. Passenger platform on the end. The way we're running things right now with trains terminating and only really running between 3 stations, that's not going to be the way it's going to be forever. So we are eventually going to have, you know, some of these stations rebuilt. So we might as well do Tring now. Now, which line has problems? Train 10. Why do you have problems? You're on the right platform. I have no idea what's going on here. You fixed yourself. That's fine. Okay. One other thing we're going to do here then quickly is we're going to rebuild the approaches, which is going to mess that train up again, but so be it. Just so that trains here can access all platforms. We're going to remove that. So here, I want this track here to head down that way. And I want this track here to head that way. And then from here, I want another track to branch off here into there. And another track to branch off there into... I had a feeling we'd have some problems. Can I not do that one either? I can do it there. I mean, that's as good as anything, I suppose. And then I also need another set of crossovers. We could build one here. What about from this platform here? I could potentially do it like this. And then upgrade this to a slip. So just to now confirm, you should be able to access all of your platforms. Yes, you can. Fantastic. And we still need to upgrade these signals here as well, but that's a future problem for future me to future cry about. Right now, not bothered. Right, let's start with this then. So hopefully I can get these lines out. Yep, there we go, where I want them. And you can see this level crossing now is massive. But that's fine. I don't like the way that these barriers here kind of obstruct the track. That does annoy me a little bit. This line's going to curve this way because we're heading down towards the river again. Like I said, we're going to Amped Hill and then to Woking. Whereas this other line needs to take a sharp curve to the right. Like this, because we are heading up towards Stocksbridge. There's a bit of a gradient here as well by the looks of things, but that's fine. Also, I've been reading the comments on previous videos, and in fact, I think it was... I'm recording this on a Saturday, so I can talk about Friday's video. I don't know actually when this episode is going out, so it might not make any sense in that context, but in terms of comments, I've just completely lost my train of thought there for a second. In terms of comments... Someone recommended that I installed, or I'd subscribed to Grimm's latest carriages and locos. I have got the carriages. I do not have the locos. The reason being is they looked a bit too generic for my liking. They are beautiful models and they kind of reminded me a little bit of the Caledonian Railway. But they looked a little bit too generic for me. So I haven't got those, but I have got the carriages. And I think they are perfect for what I want to do. With this this map. So, good shout. Again, I wish I remember who actually left comments. But whoever you are, good shout. I have installed it. I think it's fantastic. I was wondering why I didn't have a subway then. It's because I don't have multiple platforms. There we go. So this is Stocksbridge Station, which looks very nice as well. But yeah, I've got the carriages. That's what I was trying to say. I've got the carriages. And they are really, really cool. So, huge thank you for that recommendation. Much appreciated. I think I've done goofed here slightly, but I will make up for it. Basically, we need a really weird junction coming out of Stocksbridge here, just to make up for the fact that I'm on the wrong side of the road. I'm going to have to do something a bit like this. Imagine being a truck here, and you're just constantly held up by the train. That'd be so frustrating. Also, Ilchester now is becoming a very busy station, to the point that the depots there, I'm actually considering moving them, purely because it took about 20 minutes after last episode to get all of the trains out on the line, which for me is a little excessive. So I will go and, you know, fix that. Not that it's technically broken, but I will go and make it so that it's easier for trains to get out on the track. Do you know what? I'm really tempted. I was going to say to make Lowestoft a terminus for now. That could still be the case, and then we rebuild it when we extend to Boreham Wood, because I think this line here is going to go Lowestoft, Boreham Wood, sorry, Hewtown. Never heard of Hewtown before. And then down to Southport and onwards from there. In fact, Hewtown might even be the terminus, and there'll be a new line that comes out via Southport, maybe across to Bournemouth, although Withensea needs connecting up. And there's a big gap here between Southwood and Ferrers as well. There's some that I've never heard of before. Wow. I've heard of Much Wenlock. That's one of those ones where it's kind of like a trivia question. But yeah, what we're going to do with Richmond and Ramsgate, I have no idea yet. But we're definitely going to extend down to Lowestoft, and I am going to build it as a through station, just in case. But I'm debating where to put it. We could put it up here at the top of the hill, and hope that the gradients to it aren't too severe. If I was to stick it there, say. I think, actually, the gradients here shouldn't be too bad. Now, this one is going to be a little like... I was going to say a little like Tring, but I don't think it is going to be a little like Tring. I'm just going to build it the normal way for now, and if we have to rebuild it in the future, so be it. I've got less mods now. It shouldn't break the game. Should be all good. Right. Here we go. I've put the wrong... in there. I love this like modular platform thing, where it the way the ramps work. Because it has ramps at both ends, but if it detects another platform next to it, it won't put the ramp in. I think that's really clever. Good job, whoever created that mod. I'm a big, big fan. Way more skilled than I'll ever be. So, yeah. Very, very good job. I'm alright with a little viaduct here coming out of Lowestoft. It's going to be a little pricey to build, but could be worse. You can see already it's sloping down significantly to... Actually, I mean, yeah, we could just do the same thing. Like that. I'm just wondering what it's going to look like at this end. Is that even the right? That's not the right one. That's the right one. There's also the fact that I'm going to need crossovers here, actually. So, no, this isn't going to work. Again, in the future, we could maybe rebuild it and make it look nice. But yeah, right now, not going to work, I'm afraid. Which is a bit disappointing, but what can you do? So yeah, crossover number 1. I'm really actually tempted to not do scissors here and just go with your crossover number 1 and oops, your crossover number 2. And do it more like that. Why not? Right, little tunnel needed on this side. Do we have other tunnels? I do actually have other tunnels, but I'm not going to use them. No point. Okay, and now we can head up towards Stocksbridge. And again, we'll run alongside the road. Because the roads came first, and then the railway. Well, technically the roads came first, then the canals, and then the railways. In that order. If I could cross over... probably going to have to be here, and it's probably going to slow things down a little bit. Too much slow. Interesting. Let's do it like this. And now see if I can... Yeah, that's alright then. I panicked for a second there. We are going to have to slow down to cross over this level crossing. But it's only to 57, it's not the end of the world. Plus, right now, our trains don't even reach 57 miles an hour anyway, so we're not slowing down by a huge amount. But that is now Stocksbridge and Lowestoft connected up to Tring. So we can signal all this, and then theoretically we could start running trains, but I'm not going to just yet. Here we're going to add a really crude scissor crossing. This is temporary. This one will definitely be gone. Signals, we want the... I suppose we could have starters. I mean, starters would work better, but home is technically what we're looking for. Just check if that worked, and it didn't. Why didn't that work? 1 second. Just want to check if it's the signal type being weird. Maybe because we're too close to the level crossing. Yeah, I think we're just too close to the level crossing, to be honest. I could probably leave that one in situ then. That's fine. This one here I'm going to move to the other side of the crossing. I just want to check to see if that works, and it does. Good stuff. Auto sig, no. We're going to move you to there. Go to that one. Cool. Auto sig, yes. Now, where would 300 meters after that one be approximately? I think somewhere like this. I mean, I could have done it from this side, actually. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Oh, I love auto sig. It's my biggest friend right now. There we go. Hopefully that worked. Yep. Fantastic. And it's put that signal just after the level crossing. So I will go and put that just before the level crossing. I might even make that one a starter. Just because. There we go. What was I checking here? I don't even remember. But yeah. Stocksbridge. Lowestoft. Tick. Let's get Amped Hill. Have I paused the game? Yes, I have. Let's unpause the game. Get some money rolling in. Amped Hill Woking next. I think I'm going to stay to the west of Amped Hill here, and then we're going to cross over the road somewhere, and at Woking here, this is going to be another junction station, I feel. But I'm not really sure why, but I feel like it will be. So I'm going to build it like it's a junction station. So we're going to stick it in like this. I could make this quite a big one. If we're going to have like connections to boats and stuff here as well, then I'm going to try and build this as big as I can. There we go. And then I'm actually going to do this. And then I'm going to build the freight stuff. And then another set of double tracks. Actually, I might even go triple tracks here and have a through line. I think that would be a rebuild. That sounds like a rebuild thing, doesn't it? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And then some passenger platforms again, which, of course, are going to be GWR. I think this side I might just stick with 2 for now. Ah, no. We'll do 3. We'll do 3. Otherwise it's... Oh. We'll do 2. Do I not have the... Maybe I don't have the unlimited station size installed. I thought I did. I really thought I did. I kind of like the idea of a footbridge, but I don't know how I'm going to put that in over here. So we'll have to have a subway as well. Mainly like that. We will have one here as well, I suppose. But yeah. Also, you can have a subway under a shelter here, but you can't have a footbridge under a shelter. It's a bit... I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, still a bit weird. Right, track-wise then. I'm going to kind of make these two here be like the middle tracks. Although we're going to build the other station first at Amped Hill, which is going to go back to the usual design. These stations are massive in terms of length. Absolutely huge. But it's all worth it. Because we don't have to, you know, knock houses down or anything when we add extensions. Because we, whoops, hopefully won't need to add extensions for quite some time. To be honest, even multiple units will be able to fit in these platforms fairly easily. And if you go in around London, like the West London line, South London line, there's loads of stations that have actually been shortened over the years instead of lengthened. Because the trains that run now, the overground trains, 378s and 710s, they're not long enough to fill the platforms. There's no point having an entire platform being maintained and open when the train only fills half of it. So yeah, just yeah, it makes sense to not have to have a full station platform. Alrighty, Tring down to Amped Hill. Let's go. Obviously, we're going to build this in slightly smaller sections because I want it to keep it somewhat realistic, following the landscape, things like that. I am also going to try and connect up some of these industries here because also something else I want to do quickly because the game lagged a little bit there. Just want to make sure that I save because mods are only confirmed like as being in the game when you save it for the first time. So obviously I want to save it, make sure that we have got those mods in. But yeah, I want to build the tracks here kind of close. That's... It's not going well. I want to build the tracks here kind of close to these industries because I want to be able to connect them up at some point in the future. Could connect them up immediately, to be honest, and have little freight shuttles, a bit like what we have with the oil sand, and have little freight shuttles that transport these items to and from the nearest freight station, and then have them be transported onwards. Let's go with one track. Yeah, I think that's fine. Again, these journey times are quite long, but I think it's fine. Like, I don't see there being a problem. I am going to curve this way down towards the water a little bit, just to go around these trees rather than through them. I feel like here we are going to have some issues with this road. Or maybe we're not. Maybe the road is going to behave itself. If I can do... yeah. That there is perfect. And we'll connect that up. Nice, nice, nice. And then the other side. I think if we cross over the road here, so we'll have to carve through these trees unless we really go around it. But that'll be where we cross over and we just head alongside the water. And I think to be honest, on this side, I'm just going to go straight through the trees here. It's not the end of the world. You know, I'm all for saving the planet and stuff like that, but chopping down, what, 20 trees here just to make up a nice road crossing. I think it's the best way of doing it, to be honest. There we go. And this track. Just keeping an eye on the money a little bit here because I don't want to go bankrupt this early on. I still feel like this map is fairly new, but really, what is this, the 7th or 8th episode in this map now? So it is well established. And we've built a pretty extensive rail network, which again feels quite new. Okay, so this side of things, everything is going to be, you know, going to and from here anyway, so we can just build out like this. I think here it's going to be a bit like a... Oh, do you know what, actually? Just realised something. Use the gap. It's a bit like the high-speed 1 stations, I was going to say, where the main lines run through the middle and then the passenger platforms branch off the sides. Or, you know, the freight tracks in this case go down the middle. Let's redo this as well. Okay. And then we can add... It's going to be a fairly complex junction here. And I'm also anticipating extra lines maybe coming in. I don't know if we could cross from Westminster back over here. It feels like it'll be a bit of a squeeze, actually. So maybe on the north side it'll just be this set of tracks. We could end up quadding the tracks, particularly between Ilchester and here. But yeah, I think for now we could just do... something like this, and then have you run along parallel for a little bit, and then cut in, and then cut across. Sure. Let's go with that. And then from here, if we branch outwards, run along, and then you can go into there. The freight lines, they're quite simple. One there, one here. This line here I'm going to have cut in like this. And then these two, I guess this one, let's have you come in like this. You come in like that. Sure. Not really getting the effect that I was going for here, though. So I think I do want that and then this. And then I guess... I don't really know what I'm doing with this now, but I want you to cross over like that. And then up here, I want you to cross over, and then that means these lines here are going to spread out further. Maybe through the trees even, so we can plan out what the quad track's going to look like. What's weird here is we're actually going to have the fast trains on the outside, when you think about it, because the freight trains are going to be running through the middle. In that case, we might as well have fast junctions here as well. That should work. And then you are going to go like that. Now, one thing I haven't factored in, I don't think. I've kind of done it there, actually. I was going to say I haven't factored in crossovers, but I kind of have. The only one I haven't done is from this outer line here, but I don't think I need to. I think I've accidentally built a good set of junctions here. So we could just signal this now. I think. Let's try. Auto sig no. Yep, that's fine. And we're going to go one here, one here. Now I could have built them like this actually, but again, I'm going to guess the gantry comes under this. Yeah, there we go. GWR signal gantry. I want to try this. Gantry. So That's a dummy one. Yeah, I don't want that. So I'm fine with this. So I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. It moves it out across like that. Okay. So let's try this. Why is that the wrong height? It's not a good start, is it? Oh, it's not the wrong height. It's just the gantry's in the wrong place. Okay. So let's try and put the gantry in the right place, which I think is going to be there and there. And we can remove that one. Let's just check. I think that's kind of is and kind of isn't. Let's see if I can put this in the right spot. So offset would be +1.1. No. No. That's not what I'm looking for. So I want it to be early. Dead early. Come on. I think the annoying thing is I don't think it's really right no matter where I put it. But I think there it is actually touching. So I'm just going to stick it there and hope for the best. You can see the ladder is kind of floating, but this is back before the days of health and safety, so it really doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's fine. We'll go with this. We'll go with that. That's cool. And I was going to do something similar on this side. So we are going to have to play this game again. I'm going to go with the normal ones here, though. You there. You there. Gantry. Yeah, same era. Oh, and that one works perfectly. Maybe the signals were in the wrong spot then. I might go back and redo the other one. I might just leave it. We'll see. Home signals. Auto sig. Yes, please. Bam. Placed all those. Lovely. And then I might as well do it all in one lump sum now. So, bam. That should have placed them all. Yep, good stuff. Right the way down to here then. And then bring it back a little bit. Bam. And over here. Bring it back a little bit. And bam. Sweet. Now I am going to replace this one here. Turn auto sig off. There we go. And also this one here. Although again, these two technically don't need to be replaced because they are temporary. Although I haven't built the crossovers here, so that's a good spot. There we are. Yeah, this this level crossing. I kind of want to keep it. It looks great, but at the same time, it's an absolute bloody mess. It's fine. We haven't re-signaled all that yet, so there's no point doing that. Over here at Lowestoft, it's a temporary set of crossovers, actually, so we're not going to worry about that one. But down here, this is not temporary, so we do want to look at this one. Signals, and bam. Also, we need to get rid of that one. There we are. Okay. That's pretty painful, but I think we got there in the end. So Woking, again, I've built Woking as this massive junction. It's actually quite a small town, but we are going to connect up a fair amount of it Now, like so, and like so. And we'll have a bus stop there. And I'll just build one. Whoa, I really hung then. One over here. Depot just outside of town. Just outside the main part of town. We'll get this bus line up and running first. Woking bus. Make it red. There we are. I don't think we've unlocked any new road vehicles recently. Nope. Same old, unfortunately. How are we doing for money? Oh, we're swimming in money right now. No worries there. Alright, Woking done. Amped Hill. Yeah. We've got scope here at Amped Hill. I've done goofed on this, though. That's absolutely fine. There we are. Wow, it did that bit for me. Sweet. This side here, if I can get it to do that. Cool. One there. One there. I don't think... Yeah, we're not actually connected up over here. So I will do this one as well. We'll just do it like that. And stick you there. 1, 2, 3. Amped Hill. Bus. There we go. Amped Hill is springing up left, right and centre as well. It's very nice to see. Spin you round. And do that. Cool. Then we've got Stocksbridge over here. Just do this for now, and then we'll build this one across like that, and we'll build this one up like that. Right outside the station. It's a good place for one. One over here, and one there. We will eventually do... Wow, my goodness. Do you see those streets spring up then? We will eventually do something with the streets around here as well. But, streets, sorry, freight is what I meant to say. But I don't know what yet. Stocksbridge. That's my spelling. And I also forgot to put the word bus. That's not my spelling. I know how to spell Stocksbridge. It's my damn keyboard letting me down. Alright, depot. I feel like Stocksbridge actually could have a tram instead. Let's do that. And I feel like going round this way. There we are. We could always end up adding a loop in the other direction as well. Horse-drawn. Yep. Passenger tram. Good stuff. And then finally, for this little bit, we've got to do something here with Lowestoft, which I think, because of the way that this is being built, it would be better if we had an actual bus stop connected. Although I'm saying that. If I can make it fit. I think that fits. That's the wrong side. There we go. It's not the nicest looking thing. It's also not the worst looking thing. Okie dokie. And that takes us down into Lowestoft proper. And I think then we could have a pair of bus stops here. And then maybe one like there, and then one down here. like so. Lowestoft bus. There we are. As for road depot, I guess I can place that here. And let's get those rolling. Right. From the get-go then here, I'm going to stick a cargo platform there and there. Just slightly longer than the passenger one, but I just need the extra space already, I can tell you. We'll stick that there as well for extra storage. And I'd love to be able to stick one up here, but can't sadly. We'll rename that at some point too. As for truck drop-off, that there would be perfect for pretty much everything, but I might move it to here. Just so, like, this station here should cover up to that road there. And that covers up to that road there. So that would be a good goods connection. Stocksbridge. Yeah, it's right the way over here. Which I think it would be better if I put it that way around. Maybe even put it here. Because the machines are required over here. And then for the truck stop here. Yeah, I think there would be the best place for it. But then I'm blocking a road connection there. So maybe if I did it here instead. I'm just going to do that. We can move it in future if necessary. Down at Amped Hill. I mean, Amped Hill here, that covers pretty much everything. I don't think we need anything else here, do we? There's a couple of fuel buildings down here, but that's fine. And then Woking. Could it be the same thing? There's some goods required up here, but the station actually covers it. So I think this side we're ready to go. And then this side we can just get some extra lines going. So you are Lowestoft mixed truck. Make you the right colour. Get a vehicle running. There we go. And then up at Stocksbridge. Same thing, except you're running from there to there. That actually kind of works quite well. Mixed truck. And again, grab... Oh, we don't have a road depot now, do we? So if that road there connects up to that road there, that would be good. For now, I'm just going to build this out of town. Should still work. Yeah, Stocksbridge. I panicked then. I was like, where are we? But we're fine. Okay. And then the absolute final thing is the rail. So if I went from here, let's go platform... Yeah, platform 2 with 1 as backup. That's fine. And then if we went to Stocksbridge twice, and then in the middle to Lowestoft. And we'll do this, although I would rather it was that way around for the passengers. So you are Tring to Lowestoft, passenger, rail, which I think is green. Should be green. And then we'll do the other passenger line first, which is from here, and you will be platform 4 with 3 as backup. And you will come down to Amped Hill, and then to, excuse me, Woking, where you will come in on 1 with 2 as backup. And you are Tring to Woking passenger rail. Get that coloured. Good stuff. Right, before I do the freight lines, I just want to head back up. Where was it? It was here, wasn't it? We are still blocked. Something else is not working properly. I think it's these vehicles here trying to turn. See if that does anything. It's because of this one here. In fact, why are you trying to... Oh, I think it's still like the legacy vehicles that hadn't turned.
Huh?
They weren't able to use the bridge. So I think it will clear itself up in time. I was going to say clean itself up. That's not right at all. It will clear itself up in time. It just needs a nudge in the right direction still. Right. Passengers. So, freight. Tring. Stocksbridge. Lowestoft. Stocksbridge. And here at Tring, I think you will be fine like that. And at Lowestoft, kind of want you on 2 with 1 as backup. You are Tring to Lowestoft mixed rail. Like so. And then one more, which is going to be, yeah, 3 with 4. I say backup, you know what I mean. Alternate platform. And then at Woking, I want you on 1 with 2. And you are Tring to Woking mixed rail. Woking has an I in it. Mechanical keyboards, man. Sometimes you press it. You can definitely feel the press. But it doesn't register. Right. Let's get some chuggers running, shall we? We've got loads of money right now. So I feel like this is something that's easily affordable. I also want to see... I believe I can do this. If I was to snip this and do this, turn that into a double slip. That one there does not need to be a double slip. That one is and is, so that's fine. Yeah, stick you there. This is where I'm going to buy all my trains from, because they can access all 4 platforms. Sorry, no. They can access 3 of the 4 platforms, but that's all I need. That's fine. Okay. Do I have actually access to... Not yet. There are multiple units, though, as part of this, which is really exciting. Let's do... do freight first. No, just the one. Thank you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will buy 2 of those. We won't. We'll buy 4 of those. You 2 are going to go on Tring to Lowestoft. And then you 2 are going to go Tring to Woking. There we are. There goes all our money. Great. What would be cool then? Let's just have a look at like Ampthill as an example. Do we have anything being supplied yet? We do not. About Woking. Yeah, Woking's got Moulton here. What about Stocksbridge as well? Not yet. So I think, we do have tools being delivered to stations. They're just not being loaded as much as I'd like. I think we've got tools. Pretty sure we do. Somewhere over this way, don't we? I always want to say, well, oh my goodness. Massive amount. Hang on, let's have a look. So we got new wagons. We got brake vans. Whatever this is, which looks like a steam bus. Sorry, I had to stand up to look at my screen then, because of the way the light shines off it. I know there's a tool factory somewhere that we have. Pretty sure Walsall. Yeah, Walsall swaddling coat is supplied. There it is. So you should eventually start supplying other towns on the map. Do we have any other tool factories nearby? I could have sworn there was one I looked at recently. There's machines everywhere. Speaking of. Are you not connected? Oh, you're road depot. Yeah, you're not connected. That's not the right one. There is a... Oh, it's this one. Yeah. We just don't have anywhere near enough stuff coming in right now. That's fine. That's part of the game. There will be tool factories around somewhere that we'll use, I'm sure. I was also going to see about getting other industries linked up down here. So, for example, oil. That makes fuel. Fuel can come into Woking. Can find its way over to Lowestoft. There is actually a tools factory here, which would be good to link up. I might do that now, because if we can get steel down here, that would be great. And speaking of steel, there is actually a steel mill there. There's also one there. I'll look into that. And there's also the fuel refinery up here as well, of course. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. I will add the passenger trains to these new lines off camera, just so that we're not sat here twiddling our thumbs for ages, waiting for the money to trickle in. But yeah, otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I think I might have already said that, but if not, I'll say it again. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you have already subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and until next time, I will see you soon.